Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Jagan and I am currently making videos on career, books and self-development. If you think this is something interesting for you, then please feel free to subscribe to this channel and check out my other old videos also. In this video, I am going to discuss about what I have learned from the book Eat That Frog by the author Brian Tracy. If you search in Google like books on procrastination or how to overcome procrastination, you will definitely see this book at least in the top 5 results. This is such a great book. It comes up with 21 different ways to stop procrastination and get more things done in less time. But personally, when I completed reading this book, I found some of the points are repetitive. Maybe it's just my opinion. So I'm not going to discuss all the 21 different ways. Instead, I am going to categorize them into 5 broad categories and discuss about them with my opinions. Let's get started. First, be clear on what you want. This is such a simple but more powerful thing that anyone needs to do before starting anything. But this is the step that was ignored most commonly. If we put right efforts to understand ourselves best, and if we come to know what exactly we want to do in our life, then all other steps will become very easy. That's why the author has emphasized this as a first step. In fact, he also shared a 7 steps framework to set clear goals and achieve them. I have already made a short video about that. Maybe if you are interested, you can check on the I button and watch that video also. Second, plan, plan, plan. We always hear this quote, if you fail to plan, then you are planning to fail. Here the author says that every 1 minute what you spent in order to plan your day will save you minimum 5 to 10 minutes when you are executing some tasks in your work day. I also agree to this point because since past few weeks I am also trying to plan my day before I start my work, and that really helps. So try planning your day before you start your work. If you ask how can I plan my day, author gives one simple rule, 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule says that 20% of your efforts will create you 80% of the results. In fact, the book summary videos just like this one is a great example for this 80-20 rule. So whenever you watch this type of videos, you are spending either 8 to 10 minutes of time. I would not say that this is an alternative to reading the book, but at the same time, this definitely gives the 80% of the knowledge what you are going to get by reading the whole book. So while you are trying to plan your day, write down all the tasks that you are supposed to do in that particular day and find only the top 20% of the tasks which would generate the 80% of the results. You may ask how I will come to know what is the 20% of the work I need to do. If you know your work clearly and if you start to do this regularly, sooner or later you will come to know what is the 20% of the task that you are supposed to list down. So I would say first try doing this. Then you will definitely come to know how to figure out those 20% of the tasks that you are supposed to list down. Third, prioritize. From the previous step, now you have come up with the list of 20% of the tasks that you are supposed to do. At this step, you will need to prioritize which are the tasks that you are going to pick up first and which are the tasks you are going to pick up next. Author gives multiple ways to prioritize that. Maybe a couple of ways I would share with you here. The first one is ABCDE method. When you list down all your tasks, for each task based on the importance, you give the letter A, B, C, D, E. Then you pick up the A task first and you start executing that. Once you complete that, then you can go ahead and pick the B task. If you have multiple small tasks, then you can use the ABCDE rule. But if you have many big tasks, in such times, you can use 1, 2, 3 method. So let's say you have 6 different big tasks and all of them are important. In such times, you just pick the top 3 most important tasks and get started with the number 1, then 2, then 3. You can follow any of these methods and try to prioritize your task. In case if you find your own method which is even more easier or comfortable for you, then you can go ahead with such methods. The point is that you will need to prioritize it based on the available time for you. But of course, sometimes we may have, let's say, 3 to 4 tasks and we may not be able to complete it every time. In such cases, the least important task, whatever you have, you can move that to the next day. This is what the author calls as creative procrastination. So we want to avoid procrastination, But at the same time, if you cannot do everything in a single day, then at that time you will need to practice this creative procrastination. Fourth, prepare. After prioritizing your tasks, but before getting started with it, make sure to prepare and arrange all the required tools and documents or whichever the things you need in order to complete your task. Make sure to prepare all of them. For example, let's say you are learning a programming language and you are trying to do some online test or maybe an online challenge for 2 to 3 hours of time, and you need to use your laptop. Make sure to charge your laptop fully. In case if you think that the charge is less, then keep the charger next to you. If you think there will be power cut, then keep your UPS or a power bank ready for that. If you think there will be some issues with your internet, then make sure to keep your mobile data on or the hotspot on so that you can use that for your work. So I'm just telling some simple examples. In this way, you will just need to find out what are the important things that you need in order to do your task, and make sure to prepare that one before you start your job, because after you started you just need to sit and concentrate fully on your task instead of getting up and going to pick up your charger or any other stuff for that matter. But in case if you think that you don't have the right abilities and skills, and at this time before you start that particular task, you will need to improve your skill or upgrade your skill. You don't need to master that and start this, but at least the know-hows you will need to learn, and then you can start your task. Finally, execute or take action. First, to take action, you need to motivate yourself on your own. You don't need to depend on someone else to motivate you to do your job. You can think of the job or the work what you are going to do and whatever the positive results that you will be getting if you do that work correctly and on time. So if you are trying to imagine the success or the good results what you are going to get, then that itself will give you the motivation to start your work, because we always will have the starting trouble, but once we start we will somehow find the motivation to drive it through the completion and finish it. So motivate yourself on your own and get your task started. Next, we will also need to manage our time effectively. For that, author suggests that create some virtual deadlines for you. Let's say you need to take 2 weeks of leave to leave to your hometown. But at the same time, your manager has some important tasks for you that needs to be completed. We may not be going through reels or shorts at that time, right? So what you will do, you will try to put all your time and effort and put all your focus, and you will try to finish it on time with good quality. Because if you don't do it with good quality, again you might get calls when you are on your leaves. So we will need to make such virtual deadlines for ourselves. Without deadline, we will not move forward. Next, use the technology wisely. You would have heard this. Technology is a terrible master but wonderful servant. So it is in our hands how we are going to use that technology. We can use the technology like calendars to schedule, block our times for our work. Some people like to listen to music when they are working, so we can use focus music at that time. We can also use some trackers in order to track how we are spending our time. Like this, there are multiple good ways how we can use the technology to benefit ourselves. Next, create large chunks of time to work. For example, when you start your day, after you are planning, in morning, let's say 2 hours of time, and in the afternoon 2 hours of time, wherein you just listen to your focus music and start working on your task. This will definitely improve your productivity and the quality of work what you do. Finally, take one thing at a time. Some people say only 2% of the people in the world can do the multitasking. If you are able to do it, no problem, well and good, you can go ahead with multitasking. But if you think that you will not be able to handle multiple things at the same time, you can take one task at a time and keep on moving to the other ones. So finally, to summarize this video, first, set clear goals and get the clarity of what you want. Second, plan your day in advance. Write down all the list of tasks that you are supposed to do. Remember the 80-20 rule. Based on that, you need to list down your tasks. Third, prioritize all your tasks. Use ABCDE method or the law of 3 method and prioritize which task you need to pick up first, which one next. Fourth, prepare. Before starting to do your work, prepare all the tools and documents whichever you need, and get started with your task. Finally, execute or take action by managing your motivation, time, efficiency, and then technology. I believe if you follow these steps, definitely you will be able to stop your procrastination and start doing all your tasks in time. I hope this video has helped you in some way. If yes, please hit the like button and stay subscribed to this channel for more such videos. In case if you would like to buy this book, I have given the link in the description. You can click on that and buy that. And thanks for watching this video. I will see you in my next video.